right, thank you so much for tuning back into another reaction video. My name is Chris.
My name is Sam.
And we are Offset
Era.
Woohoo!
Yeehaw!
All right.
Yahoo!
All right. So as you've seen in the title, we are back with another Lorna Shore video. We've been tasked as little soldiers that we are in the reacting war. To try all three of these trilogies out. We got brutally gut punched by Into the Hellfire. A lot of you had said check out this trilogy. It's a little bit more accessible, and so far we have seen that in the first part, part one. A little bit of some personal vibes, you know, with the loss. The video itself was a little bit was about loss of a loved one.
Yeah.
Whereas the lyrics were more about living in a dream state. We're gonna go ahead and check out the second one.
I think actually that kind of like if you look at the different parts of the video, like the lighting where they're happy and stuff, maybe that's the dream. Maybe that's the dream, and the reality is that
and she's sick
and she's dying.
Yeah, that's a very keen observation. Maybe that is. Tell us what you guys think.
Yeah.
So Pain Remains 2. This one's called After All I've Done, I'll Disappear. What do we know about this one?
What it says is the character is beginning to realize that after everything, he's at the end of this whole world he's made. It's all a ghost in the breeze, like fading memories. He wants to disappear, to escape from this dream world.
I'm wondering if, and I saw a little snippet of the video, I'm wondering if this is going to continue the video story of maybe after she's left or after she's passed, and how to kind of cope with that after the fact. Let's go ahead and flip over to the video here. Again, we're checking out Lorna Shore, Pain Remains 2, After All I've Done, I'll Disappear. If you haven't seen our first video, make sure you go back, check out that video first, then come back to this one. This is the part 2 of Pain Remains, so if you're wanting to listen to them in order like we are, and come on to our journey with us, or watch the videos in order. This one has 430,000 views in 7 months.
Yep.
Got cool. Let's see, we've got some comments here.
I wish more people would appreciate extreme metal genres like this band. You guys did an amazing job.
Yeah, so far what we've heard is really impressive.
These songs are surfacing my buried grief. Losing people does change you.
Yeah.
It does.
It does. As a 27-year-old who still to this day struggles with self-loathing and depression, I have only this to say. Take your own advice. Have at least a sliver of hope for a good day.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
Just a spark is all that's needed. A small light, or at least a glimmer of hope for something good, will be enough to keep you going in life. Don't cut it short. Keep living till you can no longer physically live. Every breath you take affects someone else.
Yes.
Live for them.
Yes.
This seems like a video that or song that deals heavily with
suicide.
Loss and suicide.
So there was a disclaimer.
It said there was a disclaimer, and there was also in the description that the Lorna Shore does support suicide prevention and support.
Yes.
And if there are any of you that are feeling this way,
call the number. Get some help. Talk to somebody. Hang out with somebody. Play a video game. Do something. There's
always somebody to talk to, and there's always somebody who's willing to listen.
One of my favorite songs of all time is a song by a band called Jimmy's Chicken Shack. This is such a weird reference, but I'm going to mention it because it's about, this topic of suicides comes up. It's a song, it's one of my favorite songs of all time. It's called When You Die, You're Dead. And it's about, it's Jimmy's Chicken Shack. If anyone has heard that song that watches a Lorna Shore video with us, is going to be awesome. Because I don't know of anyone who's ever heard of that song, but it is one of the most profound written songs, in my opinion, about this topic. But I digress. We're good to go.
Dig into the song.
All right, let's go. If you're just now tuning into our Lorna Shore little journey, make sure you subscribe.
Welcome.
Make sure welcome to the channel. How's it going, man? You doing good? We're doing good. This is part 2 of our Pain Remains trilogy coverage, and here we go. We're going to flip over, and if you don't know what we do here, we do a little thing called the transition. All right, without further ado, Lorna Shore, Pain Remains Part 2.
After all I've done, I will disappear.
Sounds sad. Oh, right off the bat.
Yeah.
This is going to be fast, I think. Just the way it's coming in. Whoa! It's like the bass drum is playing so fast that it's halftime.
Yeah.
Everything else sounds halftime compared to that because he's going. And all the other guitars are like. Na, 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 na. We're not doing that, man. Na, 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 na. Anyway. Definitely the same couple. Ooh, I love that riff.
Nice.
The drums are so insane. So another example of one guy going full blast, while another guy is just cranking out a melody, nice and half of what everyone else is playing. Of course, Will is sounding great on the vocals here. Oh, I like the low vocal there. The overall like progression sounds very simple. It's like it's a melody you've probably heard before in other stuff, and it's just weird to me. Like they're cranking through it so fast that it's almost like they were playing in the background to everything else.
Right.
It's like I don't know. It's just so much going on all at once. It's hard to like focus on it. And I think that's the argument maybe against something playing this fast is that you lose some of the intensity when you start cranking the speed up to this amount. Where
Right.
you're just playing so fast that it's like it's losing its intensity, if that makes any weird sense. It's just blaring through it so quick that there's no punch, there's no drop, there's no hitting you. So there's no silence. There's nothing to contrast it against. So I know that's the deal with deathcore. That's how this is played. But it's just interesting to point out because I feel like a lot of the heavy lifting is being done by the orchestra. It's really the melodic parts of this,
Yeah.
and like the overall push to the melody to push everything forward is really being happening with that symphonic element. Now let's go back here. See his hands, he's like barely lifting the stick because he's got to play so fast.
Yeah.
Look, they show him right here and he's barely lifting the stick. Like when I was talking about the warning earlier and her hand was way up here, raking a cymbal like this. That guy don't have time to move his hand that far. So you see a lot of these fast drummers are just very
ergonomics.
very controlled, just very like, I'm just going to use this amount of effort and I've got this technique down and I'm just using all wrists and fingers. I'm not moving my arms. I'm not swinging my wrists. I'm just very locked in on my drum. And you can tell that he's definitely got that technique down.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can get that fast. God. Oh! I like that part.
Nice.
Nice little breathing room right here. Nice.
Nice.
After all of my pain, this fucking world tasting so good. Don't disappear.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what happened on the last one. I wonder if, like, on the album, it just swells and right into the next one. It just, like, seamlessly probably does, the way that these are backing out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Pretty heavy topics here. I feel like I'm starting to see kind of more of a pattern pop out. And I don't know if it's just because these are all supposed to be connected or if this is just kind of like their formula. I would say that the songs themselves don't seem to vary very much depending. I feel like the solo that he did was very reminiscent of the last solo, and I feel like it happened right in the same section of the song. While all of the technicality part of it is great, the drums, you know, the riffs themselves, you know, Will's like gurgly pig, you know, he didn't even do the pig stuff really. I haven't really heard that since the very first song.
It was a lot more
just more traditional death metal growling and stuff. Lots of cool gurgling and double vocals and stuff going on. I don't want to like say anything negative about the band because obviously they're great and everyone loves them, but to me, I would like, as a songwriter, would like to see something different happen in some of these songs. They're all very super fucking like the whole time, but there's nothing new for me to be like, oh, this song has this part to it, or this song has this hook to it. You know, nothing is distinctive about these songs that are like really lends themselves to like being a completely unique sound or hook or like a unique character or uniqueness to the songs.
But also considering that you know they're a trilogy.
Yeah,
I think it stands to reason there should be some consistencies to it. to act as part of the theme.
Yeah, let us know if that you think that's intentional or if you think it's maybe just a byproduct of being this genre where it's like they have to have certain elements at certain points. I'm new to this genre, so forgive me if I'm upsetting anyone. This is my observations. I listen to, melodic music mostly. I do like heavier music, but I like it mixed up all together. I kind of like a roller coaster of sounds. This ups and downs and stops and starts and slow and fast and double time and slow time and all that.
Yeah.
And they do that in various amounts, but it feels like it's always in the same spots within the song. So I'd like to see something with them doing something that you don't expect, or that...
Oh, there probably is.
There is. And so you guys can recommend it. We're going to finish out our trilogy. We're going to check out the last one. So make sure that you subscribe if you haven't seen that video yet already. And make sure you're going in order. Make sure you check out Pain Remains 1 and Pain Remains 2. And in the next one, we will be checking out Pain Remains 3. We are Offset Era. We're 2/3 of a pop punk alternative band from the Cape Coral area. We do nothing but originals. We've been doing it for a long time. We've been a band for a long time. We have a new album coming out the 29th of May called A New Era. It is kind of bringing in our own little heavier songs that we've put out or we've written over the last year or so. We also have some shows coming up.
On the 26th, we are going to be at Ollie's Pub, Records and Beer. And then the 27th, we are going to be in Arcadia at the Opera House.
All right. We can't wait to play those shows. I hope we can see some friendly faces there, some new faces. If you happen to be from the area, don't be shy. Come on down and check us out. We'd be happy to hang out with you.
Hell yeah.
Speak some music and chill. But that's it for this one. We want to see you guys all on the last version of this. We're going to check out Pain Remains 3 next, so make sure you subscribe to see that one. Peace out. We'll see you next time.
Take care.